Chris and I have had some lovely holidays over the years since we've been retired. We never thought we'd go around the world or go to Israel. And our favourite holiday has always been the one that we took to Costa Rica. Unfortunately, it had to be cut short because my dad died. And so we went back. We were going to have a month out there, going through rainforests, trekking, staying in wooden shacks. When we got to our first lodge, which was Titita on the Panamanian coast, right on the Pacific, we had a wonderful time. We saw wonderful birds, wonderful flowers, lovely scenery. But then on the third day, I fell and I tore my Achilles tendon. I couldn't walk. Chris got me back to our hut. And all that night I prayed. We had another over 3 weeks left, and we'd be walking all the time. Next morning, I got up, put my foot to the floor, felt fine, stood up. It didn't hurt at all. I could walk. I went into breakfast that morning with a big smile on my face. Later on that morning, our host came to our hut to pick up the bags and me, to take us down to the little field where the little 4-seater aircraft would come to pick us up. He was concerned because he knew what had happened. He asked me how I was. I said, I'm fine. I said, Peter, my heel is mended. I said, this is what prayer can do. We got down to the plane and loaded our bags. And as I turned to say goodbye, he gave me a hug. I said, thank you very much for having us, Peter. We've had a wonderful time. He said, thank you so much for coming, and God bless you. Now, this man I know from our very first meeting was an atheist. But this came from him after I told him what had happened to my heel. The rest of our holiday was wonderful. I had no problems. We saw the birds and fauna in the different areas of Costa Rica, up on the volcano, in the rainforest, and the waterways, the Pacific and Caribbean coast. We saw so much of God's wonderful creation. I'd always been a bit reticent about praying for myself because sometimes it feels a bit selfish. God obviously wanted us to enjoy this particular holiday, and we're so grateful to him. Thank you, Lord.